Zero!
What now?
Can I go find a bush? I need to pee.
Your dragon's protection must be a welcome thing indeed. You should thank him.
Not every dragon is like you, Michael. Unfortunately.
We've both been rejected by the world. We both feel the same threat. And yet, here we are, fated to kill each other in the end.
You've grown strong, Mikhail.
Zero, you big dummy! This is a story of 6 sisters. In a world protected by the power of song. But one of these sisters seeks to bring about the world's ruin. And she won't rest until all the others are dead.
You're the monster who made the intoners in the first place!
Get on! Let's beat him to death!
This is exactly the kind of insane world I've always wanted. How delightful!
I must do this. It is my role.
I am just an idiot.
Oh, Send!
I suppose. Really gets my
This silence is mine.
Alright, so that was a beautiful opening for Drakengard 3. It's a quick overview of the story that we're about to see. But we won't get to see too many of the cutscenes, if any at all, really, because this game has a lot of them. If you played any of the Drakengard games, or even Nier, there's a lot of cutscenes in any of those games. And I've been playing a lot of those games for years, so I only recently started playing this game as a speedrun, and it's a fun game. It is a fun game as a speedrun. It's a little annoying though because there is dropped inputs and there's quite a bit of lag sometimes. So let's hope that's not an issue. But we will start from chapter 0, and we'll be doing it any percent with no DLC. So the way the DLC works is it will give you outfits that do a few different give you a few different properties or abilities when wearing them. Since I do not currently have the DLC installed on my PS3, we won't be using the DLC for this run. So it is slightly slower, but it's a base game with New Game Plus, which is significantly faster than New Game. New Game's harder, but slightly longer, only because you can't do some of the early stuff that we'll be doing, and we also can't kill bosses as fast as we will be in this run. But hopefully we won't have any trouble with some of them, and things hopefully will go smooth enough. But I can't promise anything since I'm basically ready to pass out. But anyways, start up this run in just a few seconds here, just making sure everything's good. You guys are in for a treat. There's lots of funny little dialogue here and there throughout the run that you'll get to hear, so I may or may not opt to play a couple of the cutscenes, the shorter ones, but a majority of them are going to be skipped. There will be a couple cutscenes at the very end of the run that we'll get to see, but you know, lots of cutscenes in this game. So anyways, without further ado, we're going to start the run. So, hold on here. Let's just make sure that we have... We're going to load up this chapter first. I'm just to make sure everything's ready. Okay, so we got everything bought that we need to have bought. So we can go back to chapter select here. Alright, so now we're ready. So, run starts in 3, 2, 1. So basically, we're going to boot into the prologue, which is before the main part of the game starts. This game, Drakengard 3, is a prequel to the first Drakengard game, and sets the baseline going into the rest of the Drakengard series, as well as later on in the Drakengard series, it branches into the Nier storyline. So first, right out of the gate, we're playing a character called Zero. We have a very interesting character, and we have a dragon called Michael.
I might take you more seriously.
That we're bombarding
Michael,
the Imperial Cathedral City, and we're gonna go slaughter our sisters, because that's our goal in this game, is to kill our sisters, because we just don't get along with them very well at all. So we don't have access to any of our stuff we have in New Game Plus yet. Oh, I missed the stun lock on this guy.
crafty little bastards.
Alright, so killed him, that's good. So we gotta wait, and then skip that cutscene there.
Oliver.
And then we're going to activate in toner mode, and then we're going to blip up here. I don't know why it wasn't blipping before. I guess it was a little short range there. So that allowed us to move a few seconds faster and just like teleport up to one of the guys there, and we're just going to run past all of these soldiers. They can be a little annoying because they could stun lock the hell out of me and beat me into a corner. So we're just going to try not to get screwed like that by any of the soldiers throughout the entirety of the run. So the benefit of New Game Plus is we can already have upgraded weapons and the weapon setup we want to use, as well as items that some of them you don't get until a little bit later in the run in New Game. So we'll have access to things like our sword, our spear. We'll have access to fist weapons as well as chakrams. You'll get to see some of those weapons and how they interact. But anyways, now we're in a little battle with our sisters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Guess what? Next month, I'm going on a trip. So actually, I really don't have time for this right now.
I wouldn't.
So normally you can activate in toner mode at this point, but activating in toner mode's slow in this fight, because if you activate in toner mode, each of the sisters also activates in toner mode, which is not what we want.
A bird without freedom has no place in the skies.
You never did make any damn sense, 3.
Perhaps restraint is a source of happiness unto itself.
Would you just shut up and die already?
Please, sister, reconsider your actions! The real Zero would never do anything like this! We're family! Whatever's troubling you, I'll help however I can!
This game is very edgy, very memey as well.
I suppose there is one thing you can do for me. You can curl up and die. Are you really about to get ravaged by your own sister, Zero? Whatever. Stop leering at me. I just love
The section's kind of timed as well, so we're just kind of speeding it up by like knocking them out. Once they hit a certain damage threshold, we won't be able to kill them, but they'll teleport out of the battle, as we've been seeing. But they all each have a dialogue, you know, set of lines that they have to say. But she's done with hers, and she's gonna teleport out now, so it's good. Like I said, there's a lot of cutscenes we're going to be skipping. So now we're fighting Gabriel here. We're activating toner mode now that we've built it up, and we're just going to hopefully dish out enough damage to end this fight a little early.
Well, look who decided to summon a demon. That's no longer a dragon you've got there. Just a monster.
Shut up! I'm not subject to your judgment, sister! We and Toner swore to keep the world in balance, and now you seek all our power for yourself? It's shameful!
Yak. Shut up and die already!
Alright, so this fight's over. Alright. So prologue's done. Now we can go on to the main game, so we'll be going to Chapter 1. Which is the Land of Seas. So after that fight, we have... after that fight, we end up having an encounter with Gabriel. Gabriel charges his like laser beam attack and shoots it, and then our dragon Michael jumps in front of it to save us. But of course, it costed him his life, and now we're having nightmares. And this is approximately, I think, a year or two later. And some strange stuff has happened to us since then. So we're in this little shack recovering from all of our injuries from that fight. Because we did lose our arm, and we also now have a flower growing out of our eye, which gives us some pretty unique properties on top of being an intoner. Being an intoner means that you have the power of song, and that means that your voice resonates and can cast magical spells and activate barriers, which the game does explain quite a bit throughout. But since we're skipping a majority of the cuts, like all the cutscenes basically, we won't be seeing too much of that. There's also a funny scene coming up, but we're going to be skipping that. This game has quite a bit of loading too, and it can vary. And I'm playing this off my hard drive. It's a direct install on the hard drive. This is not the CD version of the game. It's slightly faster to play it off the hard drive. So the cutscene that we skipped there is Mikhail, which is the incarnation of Michael. Was rolling around in the mud, and we kind of told him to knock the shit off. And he kind of pissed himself, so we skipped a cutscene where we're watching a dragon pee his pants. But he's not wearing pants, so you can imagine just what that looks like. And now he was kind of upset about that, which is fine, because, I mean, we're not very nice.
Pretty hard, huh?
Yep.
Did Michael
And now we're
say
just
he was
kind of
scared or anything?
getting through the little introduction
kidding?
prologue stuff.
I guess you didn't retain any of his memories, huh?
No. Still, I can't believe he wasn't scared. That's great.
We move kind of slow at the beginning here, so I'm just gonna jump a little bit here, which kind of is a bit faster.
Michael?
So why don't you call me Mikhail, huh? You know, instead of dummy or hey you.
So we
See
don't
that
actually refer to Mikhail as
Tortured.
Mikhail.
Huh?
Zero likes to call him dummy or
Can't we
shitface
just
or
talk to him instead?
any name
Are
she
you
feels
kidding?
like that
That'd be
isn't
way too
his real name. Because as she was explaining there, he's not a full-fledged dragon, so she refuses to use his name as such.
It's her!
Alright,
It's Zero!
I'm going after the ship. Be careful,
She's a
Zero.
disgrace to the
So
Intoner.
we're gonna try to get by these guys relatively
Watch
quick,
yourself,
and then
Devil.
also be charging
We're on 5's turf now.
in toner mode
Hey,
Take it easy.
by killing some guys. So now that we got in toner mode,
More or less.
I'm jealous. I don't have any brothers or sisters. Is there no way you and your sisters could get along?
battle I
No way at all?
No.
Can't take this anymore.
What if they say they're sorry? Or bring you a cake?
No.
I will protect
we got
any
some
fiber
archers
of my
here.
life.
The camera turns around
Look at
for
her.
some reason, which kind of
Like nothing but flies
disorients
woman.
me sometimes when running this
Still don't
game.
get why
Camera
you're
does that a
doing
lot.
this, Zero.
Look, I want to be the only.
So now we have to destroy these enemy soldiers.
The bloody Intoner.
Gotta
is
kill
an
20
accursed
soldiers
sight.
here.
Quite a difference from Lady Five and her beautiful golden aura.
So we're gonna call on Mikhail here to help us out. So things are gonna get a little laggy.
Goddamn.
This game's not
And
very
when you
well
do,
optimized
you better
on
not chicken
PS3
out.
hardware because
That means
PS3
no
hardware is
running
kind of
away
bad.
like a crybaby, and no rolling around in your own filth. All right, 5 should be in trying season.
All right, so all those soldiers are dead. That's good. That was relatively quickly.
What the hell? Is
All
that
right,
a
so
shop?
there's a shop here, and then it just teleports us back a little bit for some
Weapons.
reason.
Mail order,
Doesn't
huh?
matter where we are, it
Well,
just teleports
whatever
us to that
works.
one spot. So now that soldiers are dead, the gate here is on lock. And then we can advance.
The gate's open.
Let's head for the shrine.
So we're heading to the shrine here in the Lands of Seas so we can go and kill number 5. Which we won't get to see the cutscene for, I don't think. Because I'll probably just skip it. It's a really good cutscene though. It's really fucking funny. If you think I swear, this game swears a lot. Game is very edgy. There's also a lot of blood to go with it. But if you're not, you know, age of majority or, you know, at an age where you can handle mature content, I mean, there's plenty of other stuff to go watch for the next, like, you know, 2.5 hours. But if you can handle that kind of stuff
No,
and want
that's-
some silly humor and stuff, then stick around
Let's
and
go.
enjoy the
Chef.
run. Because you'll get to hear a lot of it. And the music for this game is pretty phenomenal as well, just like any Yakutaro game. Alright, so we are on verse 2 now.
I'll tear you apart.
So, what happens when you kill all
And
your
we'll
sisters?
start trying to
eat 'em.
activate a glitch, which is like a weapon
Just
swap,
kidding.
which we didn't get there, but that's fine. We have a couple
Once
other
I kill
chances
them,
to
I can
kind of
exploit their powers.
hopefully get it.
So you're going to steal their Intoner magic and stuff?
Something
It's
like that.
pretty tricky to do.
No matter what.
It's not the easiest glitch to
Where are the damn
actually
reinforcements?
perform. And I messed it up again. But I'm pretty sure it just ate my input for that anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. It's fine though. If we don't get it, we don't get it. I'll try it, you know, every time I get the opportunity to, but can't really promise
They're
anything.
like ants to you. Just crush them.
That's real mean, Zero.
She's gonna get me. Stand firm.
Alright,
We
so
won't
now
lay a finger on Lady Five.
kill these guys here. I killed 10 soldiers. So you can see that I'm hitting these guys, I'm not really touching them with my sword, but for whatever reason, when I'm doing this jump slash attack, it like, has some pretty insane range on these enemies. So it allows me to, you know, get some pretty interesting hits. It can hit 2 to 3 times on most of the enemies around me. Alright, so what we're going to try to do is activate the glitch once more here, because it is fast, if I can get it. And I didn't get it, so that's fine. So now we're just going to save in toner mode for now.
Wow, look at this water here. It's so pretty.
Just sink the goddamn battleship, will you?
Fine.
Care about people. What's going on? She's somehow able to control that dragon. Keep your sword up, fool. You want to die? I can't. I'm scared. You think the rest of us are enjoying this?
These soldiers are, a lot of them are pussies, and
Get away.
they have a lot of chitter chatter about how scared they are about
Something
Hero.
else.
They also comment about how hot she is sometimes and how they want to bang her.
So, what kind of
This is
sister
pretty
is
interesting.
Vi?
The slutty kind.
What's slutty mean?
It means all she thinks about is dirty stuff.
Oh, so she's just like you.
Would you shut up already?
Huh. Hit me forward, so that was nice.
Looks like people used to live here at some point.
Must be nice living near the sea.
Alright, so we're gonna try to activate a glitch here. We get it? Kinda nice. Be nice if I can get the glitch here, because it'll make this next fight go by relatively quickly. And I didn't get it, so that's fine. We're just gonna ignore it now.
What the hell?
If I can't get
Where's
it, I
the
can't get
shrine?
it. There'll be other
Damn it.
opportunities
Think
to
we've been hacked.
show it off. Would be nice for this fight, though. We're gonna fight a bit of a mini-boss here. So, but since we don't have the glitch, we're going to
Whatever.
switch to fist
If
weapons
it gets
here.
in my way, it's going
Sure.
down.
Just be careful, Zero.
Pretty quick at killing enemies when I can just spam hits like this. So, the Gigas here is dead. Very difficult enemy on New Game, but we're on New Game Plus. We have other options to make these fights relatively simple. The longest chapter in this game is probably going to be chapter 2 and I think 4. It's the Land of Mountains and the Land of Forests or Sands. I think it's the Land of Sands. Those ones can be relatively long. Chapter 1's relatively short, thankfully. And so is chapter 5. The most difficult chapter is chapter 2, especially on New Game, because you don't have as much utility as you do in New Game Plus, and you're also severely underleveled by the time you go into chapter 2, and going onward from that chapter is a bit of a pain with some of the enemies, so that's where using items is going to come into play
Her dragon's not with her.
on New Game runs. But we're doing New Game Plus, so we won't be really using items too much.
Yeah,
If at all.
fine.
Now's our chance to
The
put her on the
soldier
ground.
maggots just piss me off is all.
Maggots? Hey, do you like maggots, Zero?
What kind of question is that? Of course not.
Oh, I thought maybe you had some. I'm kinda hungry.
The traitor Zero
Don't eat
must be
maggots,
eliminated.
dummy.
I'm getting kinda tired.
Stop whining.
Hey, spring is pretty hard, okay?
Oh my god, these guys are just
Stop
being
complaining.
super trolly. So when I said they could just stun lock me, I wasn't joking. Like, I'm just like literally getting
Stop
flung
lying.
around, and there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, so I have to bust out with encounter mode here. Think I got the glitch anyways. Yeah. So we got the glitch, which is nice.
Where's the dragon?
So now I have a weapon stack.
That's my life, shitface.
So I'm using the spear here, but it has the moveset of my sword, and it also supposed to be draining mana with the my special attacks, but it's not.
Lady 5, Lady 5.
So we can just kind of abuse that, and we'll be able to go fast. Just gotta hope that you can time it right, and then the game decides not to eat an input on you. If that happens, then you're kind of screwed. So instead of running now, we can just do this, which is significantly faster.
Look out! Friendly fire! Hold your ground for Lady 5's sake!
Wow, aren't you the
Get me stuck?
brave one?
That'd be great.
That cannon fire's annoying. Better keep moving.
Chapters are like really laggy for whatever reason, so
A bloated goat
it might look
carcass
like we're
stuffed
dropping
with
frames,
rotting
but
flesh.
we're not. Like, this is just how the game operates.
No kidding.
Yeah. Now imagine having to ride on that. You still haven't sunk that thing yet?
Alright, so now we're gonna go kill this battleship out there where Mikhail is. Now we get to fly our dragon over here and wreck the cannons on the battleship here.
You haven't damaged this thing at all, have you?
I was saving it for you, Zero.
For me?
Yeah, because I knew you'd love blowing it up. Just my little random act of kindness. Me, huh?
God damn it, dragon.
Ow, ow, ow! Why'd you just stab me?
Faster. Higher. Keep flying.
It's hard!
This part is like super
Hard.
laggy.
A real dragon could
Alright.
do this in his sleep.
Yeah, we're done with the 1 FPS chapter here. Chapter's like really bad for lag. That's fine. We're done. Alright, so now we got a boss fight coming up. It'll go by pretty quickly. We're gonna kill number 5 in this chapter here. Or this part of the chapter anyways. So if I get it right, we can basically one-cycle the boss here.
Tell me, have my other sisters already had the pleasure? Nope.
We're gonna
You're
hit
on top of
the
list.
boss out of the water here.
You really came to me first? How flattering. I figured I'd start with the stupidest and work my way down. Work your way
Alright, so you've got
down.
one cycled there.
Zero, don't tease me.
I'll actually let this cutscene play because it's actually relatively funny.
My song's power!
I normally would skip this, but I think we kind of deserve this for the marathon. Oh no, we have technical difficulties. I wonder what's going on.
Shut up! If you want to kill an intoner, you gotta really make... Huh?
Oh shit, he's still alive. Bitch is crazy.
Whoa.
She's fucked. So anyways, her disciple kills her, and
She's dead. She's dead.
he loves it.
Dead.
And yeah, Dito's a little crazy. But anyways, that's that. We're gonna skip the rest of that there. It's just him reveling about how she's dead and how he loves it and how he doesn't have to put up with her shit anymore and how he doesn't have to satisfy her needs. So, you know, we can move on with the rest of the run here. Alright, so anyways, now we're on to chapter 2. This chapter is pretty long, but shouldn't be too hard. So we're having some dreams here with Zero, talking to Mikhail in her
No, you know,
past experience.
All right.
So at the beginning of every chapter, we have this little camp scene that we have to, we have a chance to talk to some of the characters and see what they're thinking and whatnot, get some extra backstory and stuff to what's kind of going on. But we're kind of skip through that. We're not even bother talking to Dito or any of the other characters if we don't have to. So now we're in the land of mountains. There's these guys with shields here. We're just gonna barrel through them with the weapon here that we have.
Got me? How the hell should I know where fours hold up? Could be anyone.
So you don't even know if this
Alright,
is the
so
right
I'm
path?
gonna hopefully activate the glitch here.
Nope.
Alright, so we got the glitch, which is nice. Decided to be nice to me
Want me to
and
chop
not
them
eat the
up?
inputs.
Fine, I'll shut up.
I'm gonna go on ahead.
Hey,
Jump over
you
these
just
cracks
fly off
here.
while we're stuck hoofing it?
Why not? I just get in your way down there.
Normally that cutscene activates a lot earlier, but since I'm speeding through that, we kind
God, he's
of
a
got it to
handful.
activate a little bit later than it normally would have.
Of course. And now I've got 2 girls to babysit.
So we grabbed the ledge there, which is good. So
You
we
want
could
to
save.
die?
This guy gonna let me by or no?
4. Making me come
Wow,
up.
that guy's floating. Okay. Okay, that was weird. I've never, like, sometimes these guys are just weird, but yeah, that guy was totally floating in the air. We're gonna get past the cannoneers here, and we're just gonna kill all the soldiers in this arena here. We're gonna call Mikhail to help us out, makes it slightly faster. Alright, Mikhail, do your job. Do all the dirty work for me.
If I'm gonna get help.
Be forever blessed. We must get ready for time.
Alright, 20 soldiers down. Now I just gotta wait for the rest of this dialogue to finish out here.
Sure.
You can make me after the battle, okay?
Then the door will open. We're gonna kill his cannoneer because he's being a nuisance and trying to kill me.
Muscles.
Most likely.
Gross. If any
There is no greater.
So, weapon swapping when you come out in toner mode, you can do it quick enough, has some pretty interesting properties.
That's an toner for you.
For instance, a lot of the time too, I can just skip past those soldiers that are usually blocking.
I could obsess
We're gonna fight a 3-headed Cerberus here. We're gonna call Mikhail, give us a little bit of a hand here.
Well, here's a piece of bad news.
A Cerberus, huh? What's the plan, boss?
The plan. I was thinking we'd kill it.
Doctor!
Seems like this is like a tough one. A real tough one.
I know. Stop repeating everything.
Maybe I should bring some fire?
Alright, so the Cerberus runs away after we chop off a couple of its heads. Normally that takes a hell of a lot longer if it was a new game. And that's actually pretty scary because you can die at that point pretty
That
easily.
was one tough
It's not a easy mini boss to
Wow.
fight this
It's
early
not like I was
in a run.
And
But
don't call
New
it
Game Plus has its advantages with already being leveled up. Alright, so now we're gonna try to sneak by these soldiers here.
So, once things calm
That
down,
worked out
maybe
pretty
we
well.
could have some fun. I mean, you are a lot more attractive than old Sluggerbags, after all.
That's Dito confessing his love for us.
Hell is up with this mutt?
Some dogs just don't know when to give up. So what's 4 like, anyway?
She's a virgin.
Is that it, or...?
She's a virgin in toner. Think about it.
Yeah, well, girl must have a real stick up her ass.
Get him, Zero! Get that son
Alright, so there's kind of an explanation about the virgin intoners going there. So basically, to be a full-fledged intoner, you kind of have to have sexual intercourse with your disciple in order to unlock the full potential of their the song. So since one of the other intoners is a virgin, she hasn't had coitus yet with her disciple yet. So her powers aren't fully unlocked yet. I don't know exactly why that's relevant, but it's explained in the game, and it's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing, but it's a thing in this game. So there you go. You know exactly what's going to happen with the next intoner. We're not even at her yet, but it's an interesting boss fight, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
And if you're familiar with Nier, you know that these games tend to do a lot of different things. But for the most part, this is a typical action RPG with some mechanics revolving around her dragon with flying around and stuff like that. I guess for this run we can kind of show a bit of the cutscenes with the sisters, because they're actually pretty awesome. Okay, we don't have the glitch activated. I keep forgetting that.
I would assume that's 4's high.
Forgot it resets at the end of every
Look at
chapter.
the size of that place. Your sis must be real scared of dying.
Or every at the end of every
Dragon, what say you go burn?
Mission there.
But they'll all catch on fire.
That's the idea.
I like how Mikhail's trying to be a good guy. And Zero's like, fuck that.
Fire! I'm on fire!
Just want to kill everybody.
It's attacking us!
Put it out! Put it out!
You hear that?
This guy's really trying hard to kill us.
Burning up!
Damn idiot! Open your eyes! Don't give up!
Alright, good job, Mikhail. You killed some guys for us. I think that was Mikhail. Or is that Cannon up here? I think that was Cannon.
There, no more cannon.
Aw, thanks, Zero.
Sorry, what was that?
Thank you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so we got all the guys. That's good. We get near the door just as it's gonna open. And then we'll hopefully activate the next glitch here. So I'm gonna try to do another weapon swap glitch.
Thank you very
We're gonna
much.
switch to the shock room, just because I don't want to have to try to activate it again if we can get it. And we didn't activate it, so we're gonna try it once more. I don't know why that's not activating. Alright. Third time's the charm, come on. Alright. I think we got it.
Go on, fire! Fire now!
Alright, yeah, we got it.
wasting ammo. Shut up,
Stuff.
coward.
Alright,
You
so
won't know until
we'll
we
see
try.
very
I
shortly
need
what
someone
that's
just
gonna
pissed his
do.
pants in fear, calling me a coward.
So weapon
Are we striking our
swapping from the
targets?
shock room
Checking now.
to the spear here does some pretty interesting stuff. So basically, we have the moveset of the shock room on our spear, which does significantly more damage. So now we get to do this, which is pretty fun. So we can just cancel it out like that and still have it activated.
The demon's quest ends.
Look at him run!
Oh my
That's
God.
right, flee, suckers!
This guy's dumber than a
So basically, we're throwing the lance around us, and we just kind of do this
smarter than you.
pretty much infinitely, which is pretty nice. Has its advantages. It's useful in grinding down a lot of the tougher enemies really quickly. Since Chakram normally has like one fourth of the weapon damage that most of the other weapons would have, and since the
They just keep dribbling out.
lances or the spears have the highest damage total, it's pretty significant. And super useful on this guy coming up here too. This guy here is going to go down relatively quickly as well. Just going to watch his health melt away.
What if I'm not?
Alright, we're also going to call Mikhail here so we don't get the little thing where that turns into health, because that's technically slower. Oh my god, the FPS slow. That was like a slow motion jump right there. Alright, so
Right.
this is all
Time to
blocked
go
off.
take down 4.
We're gonna have a cutscene here where Mikhail tries to blow open the entryway, and it's gonna knock us down.
Go for it.
Instead of letting us get through, he's gonna blow up the bridge. We're gonna stab him in the head and then fly down here.
There's some rough sailing right there.
Dito, what are you doing here? How come you didn't get caught in the collapse?
Don't worry.
Well, I figured your pal there wasn't smart enough to blow up
Oh my
just
God.
the barricade. So I hung back
Alright,
to
so
see
you
what
hit those guys
happened.
out of the way.
I mean, duh.
Remembering that
Duh,
Lance
asshole.
breaks those guys' shields. That's why we kind of want to make sure that we have the
Common
Lance.
sense is kinda
He's a
key.
usable
You
weapon.
wanna die?
How could I miss it? That's no intoner. That's a monster.
We're gonna go over here, and the bridge is
We'll
gonna
make our way
lower,
through here. You fly up and find another
and then we're
route.
gonna run past
You heard her.
one of these
Make
guys
us
here,
proud, Dragon.
because we don't want to fight him.
Hey, Zero.
What?
What kind of sister is
There's
Full?
some more guys over there
The
for treasure
sleazy
chests.
kind.
Usually we route that in if we're playing new game.
Not
But we
quite
can
like that.
skip
no.
that.
She acts all sugary sweet on the surface.
Go into this room, and we're gonna kill all these guys in here.
Zero, she's here.
Curse the traitorous intoner.
So I like how it's
that
just
turns
telling us
against
now to kill the enemy
It's all or
soldiers, but
nothing
we've
now.
already done that, so it's
Kill
all
the
good.
intoner.
Alright. Just gonna send another wave of soldiers in here. We're gonna stand right here by the gate. And then we're gonna immediately activate intoner mode as soon as we can. And then we're gonna lash around and kill them all relatively quickly.
There's more? This never ends. My shoulders are killing me.
I'll give you a massage tonight. Just kill them all.
The first and second cannon squads are gone. If we don't stop them here, we're finished. We face an insane intoner. Hold nothing back.
Alright, so that's kind of what I wanted to avoid happening. But it's fine. Don't really lose that much time because of that.
Everyone's
Alright, now we can
independent,
leave.
huh?
The perfect time to strike.
Alright, so this next little segment, we get to fly around with our dragon for a little bit. Goes by relatively quickly, though. I really like a lot of these games because they're like super comfy. If you're watching them or whatever, because I enjoy doing that myself. I think that's probably why I enjoy playing and speedrunning some of these games. They're pretty comfy. Alright, so another flying segment with our dragon. We got some cannons in this castle here to
Why
take
is a
out the
dragon doing the
soldiers.
bidding of that demon?
Man, too much fun.
Section's a little laggy,
Get
but
your
that's
ass
fine.
out here now.
Death to the demon and her dragon. Victory to Lady
20
War!
soldiers on
I'll
the
show you
ground.
victory, you asshat.
How did they even make it this far?
Seems like Ford's got a leg up on you in the local popularity ratings.
We're trying to activate in toner mode like we just did.
Zero!
And then, yeah,
Stop repeating this.
trigger here for a big hyper cannon to come out of nowhere.
Are you sure Flora is even here?
Bring out the hyper
Here
cannon!
we go again.
Sir, we have confirmation of Lady For's retreat. Silence the demon.
We're gonna activate in toner mode, which basically kills the hyper cannon.
Death to the traitorous Intona.
And then
All this
we're gonna
fighting,
go down
no
here
Ford
and
show for it? What a crock of
kill
shit.
these guys here relatively
You
quickly
bastards
before.
think you're smart, huh?
Zero! Flora isn't even here! You don't have to!
Quiet. They put me through this shit, and now they're gonna pay.
Geez, see? Sure can be scary sometimes.
Ranks crumbling. Get back in
Alright, he's
position.
dead. It's all good. Section's over. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can get down there and be landed to launch a fire breath attack. And you can kill them in like, I think 2 fire breath attacks on New Game Plus. Usually takes a little bit longer on New Game though. Pretty simple, pretty easy segment. We're almost halfway through this chapter. After this one, we'll be about halfway through. Game's got a lot of memes just about the game itself, which is pretty funny. So you'll hear quite a bit of them. Because this one's so long, we have a second camp section that we have to try to skip through some of the dialogue if we can. Now we're in the snowy mountains.
You know, maybe we should have ridden on Mikhail after all.
Didn't you hear him? It's cold as hell up there.
So yeah, Dido is kind of sad that it's really, really cold. Zero doesn't really give a shit.
I can't even walk.
Despite what she's wearing, she doesn't give a shit.
How are they
Nice
getting up the
thought,
mountain
but
so quickly?
it's not gonna happen.
No Intoner. It's a goddamn monster!
We should have had your dumb dragon.
Alright, so this is where we get introduced to
Crap.
spirits.
Spirits.
How many are there?
We're
Friends
going
of
to
yours?
I don't have friends.
skip by these guys if we can. I'm gonna try to get the glitch here.
Look out!
Alright, we got
Gonna
it.
be okay. Visibility can't be good up there.
He'll be fine. He's actually tougher than he looks. I'm sure we'll see him
Sneak
get
by
saved
those guys.
sometime. Probably.
Maybe you should call your dragon.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know why my camera is not going in the direction that I want it to when I'm attacking.
Okay? I've been calling him, but he's not answering.
Oh, that's not good.
Probably just flew out of range or something.
You don't think maybe Four captured him, do you?
No way.
Four's disciple is pretty ripped, you know. I'm thinking he could probably take a dragon.
No one takes a dragon. Even a stupid idiot dragon. He'll be fine.
Man, You're so cheery.
I'm sick of these fuckers. And where's my dragon?
So our dragon's kind of AWOL for right now. I'll let this cutscene play out.
Hey, stupid dragon! Where are you?
Yeah,
What?
I don't think it's such a good idea to yell around here.
What? You scared? Figures. You disciples are more chicken shit than I thought.
No, that's not what I...
Oh shit, there's an avalanche. And that's time. That's the end of the game. Alright, show's over. Alright, on to the next run. No, I lied. We're still alive. Now we continue to run. It's not the end of the game, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna vote
Wish it was that simple.
again.
Stupid pussy Snow. I wasn't yelling that loudly.
Seriously? She's blaming the snow?
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Looks like the wings finally died down a bit.
Yeah, let's hope it stays this way.
Alright, so we're gonna try to activate a glitch for this boss with weapon swapping. Alright, pretty sure I got it.
Hey, that thing was created with intoner magic.
Huh, neat. Must be something nearby worth protecting now.
Alright, there we go. Easy peasy. I'm having a much better time with getting these than I normally do.
Read it.
That's done. I'm sorry the run's not over yet. The game made it seem like the run was over, but it's not actually over. Almost nearing the end of chapter 2 here. Just a couple more little segments, and then we have a boss fight. It's actually a very difficult boss fight on New Game. Because we do significantly less damage than we currently are. A lot of these enemies are really strong and really tough to kill, and they do a lot of damage to you as well, so that's the other thing. We'd normally be using an item that boosts our damage as well as boosts our defense so that we don't die as easily, and we can actually deal a pretty good chunk of damage with our combos and stuff. But at this point, we wouldn't even have shock room, so we wouldn't even be able to kill some of the guys that we have been with how we're doing it.
More climbing?
So the alternative would be to beat him down with the lance or use sword combos efficiently.
Because it's cold and you smell like a dead bear's ass?
Alert the rear guard. Now!
Let's think about that plan for a second, shall we?
Alright, so we got some spirits to kill.
So what do you do once you track down 4?
Kill her.
That's it? Boring. You should have a little fun with her first. Find her greatest shame, and then tell everyone she knows, until she begs you to kill her so the humiliation can finally end.
You're a sick puppy, aren't you?
Thanks.
Ugh, this is such a pain in the ass.
Then we must be getting close to something. The more bad guys they
All right.
you, the more they want to guard stuff, right?
Alright, so we're gonna try to activate weapon swap. Alright. think we got it.
Something
Alright,
wrong?
so we're now
I'm
platforming RPG.
Not a fan.
V? Of what? Heights?
No, just all this stupid precision jumping.
Even the game's not a fan of platforming
Can't see it there.
in video
Thin
games.
ice, buddy. You're slowing me down. Move it.
Hey, Zero. Can I ask you a favor?
Let me guess. It's something stupid, right?
Alright, so we got the Cerberus here. We're gonna activate Mikhail here. Hopefully make this boss a walk in the park. Or a mini boss here.
I called. Just do your thing.
Couldn't you come up with something a little less cliche?
What are you bitching about? And who are you bitching to?
Don't worry about it. It's complicated.
Alright, Cerberus is dead. Now we can advance.
Understood. We'll all charge her at once.
Yes, sir. This is crazy. I can feel my toes.
Oh my god, he hit me down.
Keep moving, or you'll get frostbite. We must fall back. Most of the men are too frostbitten to hold their weapons. Keep fighting. It's all or nothing now. Sir, the 4th Squadron is blocked from the front lines by an avalanche. 10. Don't have enough soldiers.
Got stuck there and slime them. Got some more
You've got to be kidding.
platforming to do.
More jumping? Who's the asshole who designed this place anyway?
Hang in there, Zero. Hang in there.
Settle down, would you?
Hopefully we don't fall off here, because then I would have to
That
redo
gate
this
looks
whole
familiar.
section. By the section, I mean just all the jumping.
Great. A giant sword.
Alright, so we got a giant soldier to kill here. We're gonna go and activate Mikhail, make this fight slightly easier. And then we're gonna activate toner mode. And just go to town on this guy here.
Is this Mount Whatever some kind of monster lair or what?
It's not actually called Mount Whatever, you know. It has a real name.
What was it again?
Mount Burr.
Alright, so he's down.
Something.
All good.
Fine.
So this is now they decided to name the mountain Mount Whatever, which is the exact name of this
Fine.
specific
We'll call it Mount
part of the
Burr.
chapter.
Happy? Damn, it's cold.
And then
I'd be cold too if I were dressed like that.
Dido tries to correct her,
Here,
and then
in here.
says, "Oh, it's called Mount Burr something." So now it's known in the game as Mount Burr something, and that's literally what the next like how it refers to it in the story, which is pretty interesting. I like the bit of the humor that this game has. All right, so now we're moving on to the boss fight coming up soon for this chapter, and then we can kill number 4. So, get to pretend that we're playing Star Fox. Pretty sure this was what this part of the chapter is meant to reference. Now we got a flying segment where we're killing Warvens with Mikhail here.
If you like
He really
freezing.
doesn't like Warvens.
Cold? It feels great to me.
Yeah, well, I'm not covered in scales and blubber.
Woohoo!
I think we do
Lots of
barrel
wyverns
rolls as
around
well.
here. Must be for song at work.
Just go less dragon warnings. They can't even talk or understand the language. And don't get me started on those pathetic wings. Come on, let's roast these wyverns. Let's roast them all.
Wow, you're like a different beast when you're talking about wyverns.
Thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
Woohoo! How about this?
Not much to say during this auto-scroller section here.
Woohoo!
What's that?
Looks like a rock. How about
They're attacking us with rocks?
See? I told you wyverns were stupid.
That really means something coming from you. This is bad.
What's wrong, Zero? Did a wyvern get you? Stupid wyverns.
No, you smell so bad I think I'm gonna horf my lunch.
It's okay to bark at me, Zero. I don't mind.
Are you kidding me? No wonder you reek so bad.
Thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
Perfect. Alright.
Boy,
Almost done with the auto-scroller section here.
Zero, it's not too hard to see up ahead. Should we try going around it? What do we do, Zero? Zero!
Damn it. It's so cold I think my brain just froze.
We'll snap out of it. We've still got 30 stinking wyverns to kill.
Damn it, I can't see anything out here.
Woohoo! Eat this! Woohoo! Eat this!
Don't know if we managed to get all of them this time. No, we missed a couple. Damn.
Guess we'll be seeing 4 soon, huh?
Yeah, she's got nowhere left to run.
We'll try to talk to her, okay?
What?
You're sisters. If you guys talk, you might be able to understand each other better.
We don't need to understand each other better.
Why are you mad at 4-0? Is it personal?
Personal?
Like, did she steal your ice cream as a kid or whatever?
It's not about that. I just want her dead.
But why?
All sisters want to kill each other. Most just don't follow through.
How about this? Eat this! Woohoo!
Alright, we're doing pretty okay.
How about this? Woohoo!
Another perfect, so that's good. Alright, so now we're approaching the boss, which is in a giant flying airship, which is an airship fortress.
Seriously? That's Force Demon?
So we're fighting the
More
boss
like a
called
goddamn
Emerald.
castle. Look at all those cannons on the perimeter. Circle in from below.
I can't! I can't!
Why not?
Those swirl around me, these are magic! Their soft powers making it hard for me to fly! It's pulling me in!
Great. Now we gotta take out all these freaking cannons. You just love messing with me, don't you?
Zero, we're gonna get sucked in!
Just stay
So we gotta
calm
kill
and walk
these
where you're
crystals. There's 4 of them that are keeping this fortress floating.
Why do you hate me so?
I don't hate you. I just want to kill you.
Why? I don't understand!
I don't hate you, I just want to kill you.
Shut it, would you?
Zero, please! Snap out of this! Where's the kind, gentle Zero I once knew?
Beats me. I've always been like this.
Remember when those boys used to bully me, Zero. I would cry. And you'd stay with me until I felt better.
I think you got the wrong girl.
No! That's who you really are! You must remember! We must find a way to make peace. For that precious dragon's sake, if nothing else.
Will you shut up already?
If I die here, my disciple will soon follow. And Antona and her disciple are united by a mystical bond.
A mystical bond? It's called sex. There's nothing mystical about it.
Don't say such things to me, sister!
Besides, your disciple will be fine. After you die, I'll just ball his brains out.
Ball his brains out. Oh, Zero. Alright, so now we're on to the second phase here. We're gonna activate toner mode and beat this boss up real fast.
How long do you plan to keep running?
Alright, boss is down. This whole segment too for this boss fight is on a timer too. But anyways, number 4. Figured I'd get to show the sisters for you.
If you want to say a little
Don't really
something
see them in
before you
speedruns
go,
at all.
Now's the time.
I won't let you harm Lady 4.
Stop! Stop! I have to kill her. No, don't come out. Not now.
Where am I?
Zero?
4? Why am I... What's going on? Where are we?
Zero! You're here! You came back! It's really you, isn't it?
What happened? What about our sisters? Where are they?
Everything's going to be okay. We don't have to fight anymore, Zero. Everyone else is waiting.
Isn't this sweet?
Where
It's a
are they?
reunion.
3's in the land of forests, and 2's in the land of sands. They're both...
It's not a reunion. Oh, sad.
Thanks for the info.
Literally just fucking murdered her sister.
I thought you were back.
I can't believe you fell for that bullshit! You honestly thought I'd have a split personality? Stupid son of a bitch!
Zero's got some issues. She got jebaited. Alright, onward. Chapter 3 now. Land of Forests. I actually hate this chapter because there's a segment in it that, if you've played Zelda, like Zelda Ocarina of Time, I think there's one in Majora's Mask, you'll know it when you see it. Remember, we're playing the good character, right? Are we playing the good guy or the bad guy? I don't know. Questionable at this point.
After murdering
After murdering 4, we now have our airship, which is nice.
Guess
Look at
It has
yeah,
a
don't.
sealed compartment that we can't access. We need a key,
so. Where
The land. Huh? At least.
but we have a shiny new airship, just like in Final Fantasy VII. So now we can get around everywhere on the world map. Huzzah! Fun fact, now we don't have the airship.
Stay back or else. Oh God.
Or else
She's
what?
here.
Wow, Z. Scary.
Wait! We can still talk about this!
So, talking time's over.
Who?
Yeah, they blew up her airship, so she's pretty pissed.
Brand new airship. And now
Ow! Damn it, this ivy's all pokey and it
Don't
hurts.
fuck with Zero's airships, man. She got real pissed about that.
That devilish songstress is
She liked her new
horrifying.
shiny airship.
damn it. What the hell?
Blocked in by walls of ivy.
This is seriously getting on my nerves.
I'm gonna wait for these skeletons to spawn here.
Lady Zero, these foes are undead.
Yeah, I can see that. Hell, I can smell it.
So these skeletons block from the front, so we have to try to like
Fight.
get behind them. It can be rather annoying sometimes. And then if you don't kill them right away quickly, they just come back. Alright, we're all dead, so that's good. I'm gonna try to do another weapon swap here. Alright, so we got the weapon swap, which is nice.
Died and went to freak show heaven.
Buy all this faster.
Take it easy. Zero's gonna knee you in the junk if you get too excited.
Japanese voices, no, not really. Everything's on a timer, kind of, so it doesn't really matter if it's Japanese voices or not. And so a lot of the dialogue's taking place while in-game. Plus Japanese voices can be a little wordy at times too, so honestly it just doesn't really matter because it's literally based off a timer. But it's a good question to ask, actually. Alright, so now we're gonna try... Oh shit. It's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine.
My gut's killing me.
Cramps?
No! Diarrhea? No! I've been slashed in the stomach, you idiot! Tip to the accursed intruder!
Try to kill this guy really quickly. I should have did a weapon swap for this guy, but I had the wrong weapon out.
I'll draw Zero's attention. You try to get behind her. Got it!
Alright, so we're fine. Got past him relatively quickly. Yep, we are purging the world as the weeb
I
architects.
haven't seen your dumb
Archetypes.
dragon for a while.
I pray he's not in danger.
Killing
He's
all the
fine.
weebs.
Idiots like him never die. Damn it, the
So now we need the
more we
fairies
walk, the greener this place
of the
gets.
forest.
I'm sick of it.
You
So
sure
if you
did.
like Navi, or you didn't like Navi, I mean, you're gonna hate them even more, because they're assholes. And Zero just doesn't like anybody, so... I mean, I don't think she would listen to fairies either. Alright, so now we're done with that part. We can move on to the next one. So now we're on to a section called Trolled, for very good reasons. Yeah, the fairy conversation is, like, pretty amazing, to be honest. It's just really, really long, so it's not even worth playing it. I'll just, you know, I'll skip those ones. I'll play the ones with the sisters. But, because, like, I don't want to go too far over time. Provided the rest of the run, you know, stays as good on pace as it has been. I mean, we should be pretty okay with the estimate.
Shit! They got past us! Second squad, assemble! We must remain safe. She built me to serve her, and serve her I shall.
Okay. Totally saw me glitch and lag and then get stuck floating for a few seconds. Alright, so now we have to fight these trolls. Alright, so...
What is it they're eating?
Perhaps some questions are best left unanswered.
Trolls down. Getting okay with the weapon swap, which is nice. Alright. Oh my god, he just hit me down. That's not cool of him. Oh, he fell down. Oh my god. Pop it. Alright. He's at least dead now. Puts us a little closer to the door.
Who are you?
What's this played on? It's played on the PS3. This is what it was released on. And it's just laggy because the PS3 hardware is kind of shit. PS3s in general don't have the best hardware, to be honest. Because even like OG Nier, like Nier Gestalt / Replicant runs really, really shitty.
Right, I get it. Stupid. Like you.
So now the fairies are pretty mad with us, so they want us to go die.
Again? Where are these pests coming from?
The fairies are super not nice to us. They just told us to go to hell and die. Can you get up there and hit it? Thank you. Alright, so now we freed Mikhail. Not sure how he got there.
I was scared. Really scared.
Yeah, it is poorly optimized for the hardware as well, but I mean, this game, like, the PS3 system has really shitty, like, RAM in general, and a lot of other problems.
Oh yeah?
Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but PSN Store and the PlayStation and, like, PS3 in general is just, it's garbage, basically. PSN Store is, like, super slow and terribly unoptimized in general. But I don't know why you would expect anything less of some of the games that were released on it either.
Fairies.
Are you talking about
But still think it's a good game, even aside with the frame rate issues. It's not really that much of a problem when I was playing a game casually anyways. It's just kind of annoying during speedruns.
Okay, fine. So where's your king?
Oh, who can say? You know, dear, nothing in life is certain after all. Though I am certain you'll find him deeper in the forest.
Really? Way to contradict yourself there, dumbass.
Farewell, nobodies. Life is one big dance, and we must dance it until we exit the stage.
I really just want to kill these spirits. Alright, I got the spirit. Trying to troll me around there and hide. Yeah, it's not really that bad in casual play as much as people seem to complain about it.
Yeah.
I rather enjoyed this game a lot casually, a lot more
Have you been
than
These
what
fairies are a
people
bunch of assholes.
seem to think.
Their king is probably 10 times worse.
Well, don't kill
The
him.
only real like issue I had was like that chapter that we finished that had the boat segment.
Be nice to you.
But anyways, now we're at the Fairy King. We're not going to deal with his spiel there. Basically, Zero gets fed up with fairies and just kills him straight up. And everybody's shocked. It's like, what the fuck? Like, he was going to tell us everything we wanted to know. And she's like, no, fuck this. I'll figure it out on my own. I don't need their bullshit. Yeah, this game's humor is, it's very unique, and I love the charm that it has. If it wasn't for how, like, crazy Yoko Taro's games are, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this game would be as good if it didn't have the humor and the charm that Yoko Taro tries to put in everything he does. It's probably why I was been playing, Nier Gestalt for so long. Still think Nier Gestalt's the better Nier. You can fight me on that one. And Drakengard 3 is definitely the better Drakengard.
What are you going on about, dummy?
Some of these trees look like they have faces.
Trees with faces.
Alright, so now we gotta kill some wolves here.
Zero, what is it? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. This is such a pain in the ass.
Alright, wolves are down, that's good. Wait for that to open and try to do another weapon swap. Yeah, Zero, I love Zero. Like, got an attitude that I think a lot of us can relate to sometimes. Oh. It dropped the input on me. That sucks. I was gonna hope to activate it so I could get past this section a little faster, but oh well. Happens. Okay, thankfully we avoided that guy there. Alright, so now we gotta fight two Cerberuses. Automata has a way better combat system in general. A lot more of a game, too. But OG Nier's storyline and characters are more enjoyable, I think. Because Automata's the better video game because of the mechanics and how it operates in place. It's a lot more optimized than Gestalt was, but Gestalt was limited on budget, really, and that's the downfall that it had. Square Enix wasn't really able to give it the love and support it deserved.
I just want to kill my sister and be done with it.
136 hit combo. ESA is a great marathon. Nier Automata is actually going to be playing in that marathon at some point, if not already, which is going to be done by a community member, Kanaris, who forefronts the Nier Automata community now, since my my passing on that game. I don't really do too much with that game anymore.
Give her all you've got. Understood, sir. Get her.
No, I didn't. Didn't get the glitch.
Where's Lady 3?
That's fine.
Safe with Octa, I hope.
Try to get it
Then we
up
must
here.
protect the both of them.
This forest is eerie.
Why
Hey,
is
big
it just
baby,
being so
you scared
temperamental
yet?
with this? Specifically when I try to do this
I'm
one.
not scared. I'm not scared at all.
Boo!
Alright, I think I got it. Fucking zero, man.
Nice going there, Z. I think he just pissed himself.
It's not
Oh, I
my
didn't get
fault.
it?
She was
Okay.
mean to me. She was mean.
Really? Dad turned you on too?
Pull your head out of your ass and keep fighting!
Where's this other soldier? What the hell is he doing way the hell over there? You get stuck over here, bud? Like, what the hell? Have to chase your ass all the way back over here? Near's on Tuesday. Yeah, I might actually be able to catch that run. Or at least watch it. Or some of it anyways. Kinda wish I kept up on Nier Automata, but I mean, I hit it pretty hard early on before the game was officially released, so. Fucking AI in this game is pretty bad. Let's not give this game too much credit. Alright. Can you get glitch? No? Okay. Whatever, game. That's fine. We don't need the glitch. Yes. Guess that's what the game's telling us.
Damn it. What is this, a fucking petting zoo? I don't have time for this.
What's the rush? We'll cut him down soon enough.
Kind of be useful to have the glitch going into this fight, but we don't have it. It's fine. So there's a hyper cannon and 2 Gigas that we have to kill. So we're gonna grab Mikhail here. I don't know why it just auto target locks like that. Alright, so we got the 2 Gigas. Gonna beat him up here with the fist
Why are you
weapons.
laughing?
Uh-oh. I think she finally snapped.
Do some Fist of the North Star shit to them.
Maybe we should stay.
Try to activate the glitch again. Alright. Alright, we got it. Alright. Alright. Finish off this other kid here. Alright, he's dead. Alright, we're done. Alright, so a super awkward cutscene, where Octa comes down and kind of like pretends he's gonna fight us. And then for like 3 minutes, they're basically staring at each other in the cutscene until he just goes, "I surrender." And then it's just awkward. It's a pretty funny cutscene, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it the first time I played this game. Just awkward moment of silence. Alright, on to verse 4. Man, I don't know how I survived being awake over 35 hours going on 40.
So, all right.
To do.
Alright.
Probably.
But if
For those of you who don't know, I was restreaming earlier, yesterday night and until the early afternoon. And then I went back to work after that, so I've been awake since basically Thursday. It's now Sunday. Thursday night. It's now going on Sunday. Or almost, or about halfway to Sunday afternoon. Eastern, that is.
So 3 sounds kind of messed up.
The funny thing is, I think this game's less
Not
buggy
so
than
much messed up as
Bethesda's
simply
games.
odd.
Alright, so we're gonna kill these archers that are chilling up here with the shock
She's
room.
unpredictable and armed with giant scissors, but when she gets aroused,
Gotta kinda wait for some dialogue. Octa's super fucking funny. I love him. Just the shit he says just kind of reminds me of myself. Just no filter whatsoever.
Sounds like a handful.
Oh yes, though her mind is sharp, almost as sharp as her blades.
Unthinkable.
Hey, you seen what's his face lately?
Alright, so we're gonna break through these shields here. Hopefully not get trolled.
I'm wounded.
Would you like me to turn back and look for him, my lady?
You're gonna be
No,
okay.
do
You
it
have
once
to
and he'll
keep fighting.
expect it. Dummy's probably just lost again.
Octa.
Alright, so we got these little block thingies.
It is. You don't know how many times she's tried to remove my precious trouser trout.
Why the hell do I get experience for that?
Such boxes appear to be the key to opening doors in this area.
So 3 tried to snip off Octa's, sneak. So I guess that's kind of a reason why he would betray her.
Not again.
I am approximately 3 by morning. I am most likely 3 by noon.
Get them all? Yeah.
I am a
Got all
flower
4.
blooming by 1.
This 3 lady seems like a royal pain in the ass.
What makes you say
Section
so?
just doesn't make any
Hello?
sense, but
She has
it's part of the
real
game.
machines? This is the kind of thing.
I just like how Zero's like, what the fuck am I doing and why am I getting XP for this? It just totally breaks the fourth wall.
This is the kind of thing that shut-ins do to try and make themselves seem all mysterious and alluring.
Oh, that's not what you do.
Think so?
Yeah, that must be it.
God. You're still thinking about the scissors, aren't you?
No, maybe.
Decadus is a masochist, so he loves pain. Thinks
We
we
may
wonder.
look delicate, but Octa says she's actually pretty brutal. I know, right? Crazy and violent? Sounds like your soulmate. Look, how about I just crush your junk for you? Relax, I'm just kidding.
Dito, where is the true you hiding?
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm right here. You're such a joker.
Such a bloody sword. Is it like, whether human or beast, all should brush their teeth between meals? The eddy repeats. Sin meets sin, and despair meets despair. None of us in this world are powerful. We merely hide our faults and guard our
Really hate these cubes.
Dreamlike days are nothing but dreams. Unbelievable truth. If we are doomed,
Like, honestly, this dialogue is, like, really long anyway, so it really doesn't matter how fast you do this. This dialogue continues for quite a while, so we got a little bit of downtime right now.
Are you done?
There's nothing we can do about this till all this dialogue's done. So once she says, like, are you done now, it just kind of cuts the dialogue there, does this little transition thing that I can't skip, and then it starts loading the next area.
Goodness.
And then all of this dialogue with Octa has to play.
Don't look. It's shameful.
On the contrary, such excitement from thought alone is the sign of a pure heart.
Don't compliment me. I've been bad. So
very bad.
Yeah, he seems like a royal pain, all right.
Indeed
Scissors
she
hype, guys.
is,
Scissors hype.
Although her body more than makes up for it.
Oh, really?
How good's the dub? I think the dialogue in English is way better than what the Japanese would sound.
Like that.
Because they also would be using a lot of the dialogue context that we have here. I think it's a lot more entertaining.
Her full potential was beyond even my own sordid imagination. Just the sight of her love pantry.
Oh, there's a lot of sex jokes. You haven't played or seen enough of this game yet.
So good to be young.
Young? You don't own a mirror, do you?
Believe it or not, I'm still only 22.
Huh? I'm 22. How can you be the same age as me?
In a game with intoners
It's true.
that access their deepest power of the resonating voice through sex and intercourse with their disciples. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of sex jokes, I guess.
What a drain. Who comes
But
up with
could always use some more, right?
Alas, I fear it will be even trickier from here on out.
Son of a bitch.
Alright. All that's done. We're finally done with that section. Then there's a little cutscene with Mikhail kind of taking a shit, and then he leaves a little nasty smell, and everybody's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then just kind of like walk away, and then Octa just kind of looks at it, and then walks over there and sniffs it in, and just takes it all in. He's like, and then he just like leaves awkwardly. I don't know what was crossing his mind. These characters are great. Alright, so now we're at the Lost Forest. I really hate this section. Shares a lot of similarity to Ocarina of Time with the that open desert area. I really fucking hate it. So let's hope we don't get trolled by the fog when we get into that part. I just want to get in and out of that section as quickly as possible, because that's where I could lose... That's where you can spend a lot of time without really wanting to.
Damn it! How am I supposed to aim in all this fog?
Why do you get lost all the damn time?
I don't know.
Our phones have it just as bad. Stay focused.
Alright, so we got these little dolls with lanterns that are going to point the way through all this fog, which is kind of really, really annoying. We got a cutscene here. Mikhail steps on the bridge and falls through. Then we lose him again. I don't know why Mikhail just gets himself in so much trouble.
Yes, but what I was actually asking is...
He'll turn up eventually.
But, like, Zero just doesn't give a fuck.
What's with this fog?
So if we go too far out of the fog range, it gets really, really thick, and then you can't, you won't be able to progress. It'll just put us back at the start of the area. So we're just gonna hopefully navigate this as best we can without having too many issues. Fog can be really annoying because it's not perfect. It could be better. It has a lot of issues with rendering. But part of that's to blame on the hardware on the console in this game just being poorly optimized. Alright, so we're gonna go this way now. It's supposed to lead us to the next one here. Okay, so now we have to go this way.
Fog is really starting to piss me off.
Oh god. Fog is just being super annoying. As you can see, it's pointing this way, but the fog is just being stupid. Okay, what the fuck? God.
I guess we've no choice but to follow those creepy-ass dolls.
So, basically I walked too far out of bounds and it just didn't want to render, like, the area I was supposed to go to. And, yeah, so it just, like, jumped me back here. So we're supposed to go over here, but the doll's pointing in a different direction. I don't know how to explain this. It just... Like, what the fuck? As you can see, like, I can't see what the fuck I was doing. Like, I was supposed to come over here, but it just didn't render properly. Like, I was literally, like, next to it before it, like, rendered in properly. Alright, so now we gotta go this way, which is... So going from this doll to the next one is kind of ridiculous as well. on, stop walking. Alright, so now we're gonna go around this tree and hopefully not have the same issue we ran into. Alright, so that worked. It finally rendered properly on this part, which allows us to escape.
Ugh, we're finally free of this stupid shithole.
You know,
And then we're gonna hopefully get a weapon swap here. Alright, hopefully we get this weapon swap. Alright, I think I got it. Yeah, we got it.
Nice.
Good stuff. Alright, then to win, guys.
We've been to win forever. What do you want? The fucking forest pissed me off.
Ah, yes. There's a reason it's known as the forest that breaks minds.
Game's not dropping as much inputs as it normally is, so I'm kind of happy about that.
yeah, well, Z's mind was already.
Let's thrust.
And Dito's trying to say that Zero's already fucked up as it is. Well, that's true, but you mean you can't go and tell her that. She has one mission, and the mission is kill her own sisters, so can't change the bitch's mind. Yeah, the music is super strong in any of these games. I'm glad to own a lot of the OSTs. Alright, so now we're on to the last part of the Lost Forest. So a short little section and then a boss fight, which has 3 phases. Mikhail's hanging upside down, and we're gonna go and get him.
How the hell did they make it this far?
Top here.
Octa himself is with them.
Keep your eyes on the ground.
Yes, we don't want to stumble here.
It's not that. Looking at that dummy just pisses me off.
That big baby of yours sure does get tied up a lot.
If Lady 3 catches him, she may experiment on his body.
It's the accursed songs versus slaves of the night.
Alright, so we got the charge through there. It lagged for a quick second, but that's fine.
Thing, you idiot! I will protect Lady 3 to the very end. Well said, kid. You do that. I'm just gonna let you take the lead then.
We'll be better.
You're awfully reserved.
Huh?
You're not going, oh, or I tried super hard or whatever.
Oh, can I? Hey, and
Oh my god,
guess what?
hell is
Guess
this
what?
geometry? Alright, so it's gonna load, and then there's gonna be a cutscene. Now. Cut him down now. We're in the first phase of this fight. Boss. It's not like technically the boss is in here, but I count this as a phase.
Yes, milady.
Why did you betray me?
Because I had grown weary.
You gotta kill
of your
99
conduct.
soldiers.
The way you experimented
Third
on
dragon.
people, the way you
Not too
ruthlessly
difficult.
toyed with their lives, I simply could not abide it any
Just wish
longer.
the
Your
enemies would spawn up slightly faster and
activities
bigger groupings would be
drove me
nice.
away, milady.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
My lady,
You left because your lust needed a more eager partner. Your limitless desire no longer caused my honey to flow. And so you grew restless.
That's... It may have been a reason, but...
So tell me, 3, what does make the old honey flow these days? Oh, please. Don't play dumb with me. I know you have desires.
I no longer hold any love for my descendants. My love is reserved for my soldiers now. My sweet, beloved little soldiers.
Is this that cancels Microsoft game? No.
Is. I serve Lady Zero in all
Pretty sure
things
that was
now.
called Scalebound. And it got canceled because Microsoft's a bunch of assholes and idiots when it comes to game development, period. They could have had a good game, but decided to be retarded with their development cycle for that game. I'm just glad they didn't fuck around. I'm just very, very glad that Square Enix was not as dumb as Microsoft when it came to getting a third party to work on a game that they wanted.
They're not dolls, my lady. They're soldiers she's operated on.
What?
Oh, that's terrible.
But Square Enix is still a bunch of idiots. Even if they make some pretty good games now and again. Pretty easy second phase here. You just gotta kill all these dolls. They act like kind of like time bombs. Then the actual boss appears, which is a giant doll. Still loading the fight for whatever reason, not allowing me to skip it. Normally you can. Alright, so we're gonna fly. Yeah, it had dragon combat, but not. Oh. Okay, how come that didn't work? Alright, so now we knocked its head off.
Their heads came off! They came off!
Alright.
Good. Now crush those bastards.
Alright, boss down. That's good.
Zero, hey, listen!
Shut the fuck up. Zero, hey, listen! That's totally fucking Navi every fucking time. Totally a Zelda reference in disguise. Yeah, there's a lot of people that probably bought Xbox One just for Scalebound because of like how awesome it was going to be. And then Microsoft happened. Alright, so Chapter 4. Yeah, so Chapter 4 is another somewhat long chapter. It's a little annoying, but we'll get through it. I ended up getting a PS4 as a gift, and I've loved my PS4 ever since I got it. Regardless of how not good of hardware it is, it's actually a really solid system with way better games, surprisingly enough. And you get those awesome games like, you know, Bloodborne, Nier Automata. I mean, you guys had to wait 2 years to even get it on Xbox One. And it was almost a year for PC release. I think it was like 6 months, technically, for PC, and then just about a year for Xbox One, but still a long-ass time to wait for a port of a port that runs worse on the Xbox One for whatever reason. It looks better on the Xbox One, maybe, but it's not as good as the PS4 version, which was pretty well optimized, aside from a few frame dips here and there in some sections.
God damn, these wolves are annoying.
Wolves can sense the murderous intent of their foes.
What? You saying I'm not hiding?
Yeah, Bloodborne's a sick game. I've gone through that plenty of times. They did a really good job with that one.
Man, I'm thirsty as hell.
A shame. We're not apt to find water in this place.
If we keep fighting like this, I'm gonna keel over.
Already? That's my strength as well.
We go down together. Inform the first squadron. She's arrived. She, sir? Zero. The dark blossom of death. Power. Calm down. It's just a flesh wound.
How come I can't hit those guys? Alright, now we got them. Alright, so we're gonna try to do another weapon swap here. Just to make this section move a little bit faster, but if I don't get it, I don't get it. Like I said, this game could just be a nuisance and just drop inputs for whatever reason. Alright. Nope, we didn't get it. It looked like I did, but I didn't.
My throat's on fire.
It's fine.
Those bastards. Attacking Lady 2 won't be killed. Fight for Lady 2.
And then afterwards, good
Just make getting past these guys a little bit easier. If I can just
Another
like
word and I'll cut you down.
use the glitch and get by them pretty easily. That's fine.
We'll stop her here.
Alright, so we gotta kill these cannoneers here.
I don't know, but I think fire! Keep firing! Help me! Damn! Right there! Don't aim, just
Can you hit the guy, please?
Yes, sir.
Like, he's literally right in front of me.
Once you're loaded, fire at will.
Locked and loaded. Confirm strike! Less confirming, more striking!
I've had it.
How
with
did I
these
not kill the
stupid-ass
archer?
little tourists.
Come at me! You and your damn flower! I'll cut you both down right here!
Alright, so now those guys are dead, and we're gonna have to kill some wolves.
More wolves? This is getting goddamn ridiculous.
You said it. Stupid furballs.
You alright, Decadus?
Sand in my eyes. Such exquisite.
Yeah, you're alright.
We're almost there. And despite the heat, I'm still ready for more.
Alright, wolf's down, so that's good. We'll be trying to do one more weapon swap. Yeah, that is a silly thing. Like, I would upgrade my PlayStation and stuff like that if it was actually, like, actually worth it, but sadly, it's just not. Alright, so we got the weapon swap, which is nice.
Damn it. Why the hell are the wolves on her
Make
side?
getting by.
I don't think these are your everyday wild wolves.
Yeah.
We can just kind of skate by those guys. Normally they're blocking away and you have to hit them, right? But we can just skate by all this.
This is all that stupid
Right
drag.
into the cutscene trigger there. We're gonna try to get another weapon swap here. Hopefully it cooperates.
So how is it exactly that you got kidnapped again?
No,
Where's your brain?
In my head.
we didn't get the
It
weapon
isn't
swap.
bad,
But
right?
one more try.
Forget it.
Alright, we didn't get it. That's fine. Back up. We'll be used with this weapon here and grind him down this way.
Lady Zero.
And then we'll finish him up with Intoner.
Golems are infused with magic spells that give them life.
And?
And said magic spells are always etched upon their bodies.
So?
Well, if you destroy the part
Alright,
of the
it's
body
down.
that contains the spell, perhaps the golem may...
Too much work.
Yeah, frame
I'll
rate
just
was
beat
more
him to
stable
death.
on the 4K
Oh,
consoles. That would be pretty nice. But even then, like, it's not much. It's like so much of a price difference just to upgrade to one of those systems from a base. And it's just not worth it, really. Like, what do you get out of it? You have to have a 4K TV to even take advantage of it. Those things cost a bloody fortune. The system itself costs quite a bit. And I mean, even then, it seems like those systems aren't even... not even that good. Alright, so now we're on Underground.
this?
A go.
Well,
There's.
So,
Guess. Good. And you've.
you.
Trying to make sure I stay hydrated, and at this point, the bot knows exactly what I need. If I wasn't staying hydrated, I don't know how I'd still be alive right now. But hopefully everybody's day or night has been going pretty good. Hopefully a lot better than mine.
Hard to see.
But, you know, make sure you stay hydrated though. It has been pretty hot lately.
Who needs darkness? Pretty much anything makes me hard.
but that's not even... You really are hopeless, Octa.
Tell me where to is or you're dead. And if you don't know, you're still.
Now we have wizards here.
Nice little trick there. Who's this guy?
A wizard, it would seem.
Is that different from a sorcerer? I can't keep track of these.
Better be careful,
Play the
Z.
wizards play
I
nice.
don't want to piss these guys off. I mean, they pretty much sold their souls to gain power.
Yeah?
What
They
the
can
fuck
sell
were
their
you doing?
assholes for all
Okay,
I
that guy
care.
just fell off.
They're mine now.
Alright, 2-for-1 special, I'll take it. I don't know why my camera just locked on to a completely different target, but that's fine. Alright, it's all good. Yeah, the wizards are pretty awful in this game just because they teleport around so much.
Not this platform shit again.
This will require both quick reflexes and extreme patience.
I'd rather just break him in half and bury him along. I'd rather just break him in half and bury him along with this whole damn place.
My lady, please, the ruins.
Lady Zero's crew.
These are slightly upgraded skeletons.
No.
Well, I prefer to think of it as spontaneous.
No, I think crude is the better word here.
So we have to go down this corridor, which in a new game we'd be picking up the chest. I forgot what's in there. But anyways, then it summons the skeletons, and then it opens up the side door that we didn't.
No, I think crude
didn't go
is
through.
the better word here. I mean, hell, she ate raw meat off the floor earlier. I've seen dogs who were pickier
Oh my
than
God.
that.
An intoner who's cruder than a dog.
That pushes.
All right, we made it in this time.
buttons.
All right, let's try to activate the weapon swap here. No, didn't work. All right, whatever.
Shit! Is this woman invincible? All this fighting. We're going to damage the ruins.
What was that?
My lady, these ruins are extremely valuable and...
All right, once more to try to activate the weapon swap.
What was that?
Nothing, my lady. It's too dark for me to aim well.
Enough excuses, freak. Just keep fighting.
Eternal Sun herself, Lady 2, watches over us.
Didn't get the chance to activate the weapon swap. That sucks.
Scrawny, but damn.
Now we have to fight these two golems the hard way. Using their rocket fists there.
These guys again? I'm getting sick of this.
You and me both.
Come on, Z, let's get this over with.
It's strange, isn't it?
What is?
Magic drives these beasts. Yet, where does it come from?
Nintendo at 60 FPS. Sure. Alright. Come on, weapon swap, please. Alright, we got it. So. Alright, we went wrong way. Of course. Alright, we got the weapon swap, which is nice. This just makes all of this stuff coming up pretty a lot simpler anyways.
My lady, please remain calm.
Damn it, I missed the cycle.
Anger will solve nothing here.
Fuck.
Oh, another of Lady Zero's beloved jumping puzzles, I see.
But seriously, what's powering all this?
I wonder.
Let me guess, magic, right? You know how it goes. Weird shit like this always gets written off as magic.
Alright, cool. So now we can just run by this section here.
It appears to
Just
be an
skip fighting all of these
layer.
guys.
They built it right into the ruins. How clever.
And hopefully not get knocked off. That would be kind of nice.
It's time to show Lady 2 what you've got. This is no training ground any longer. This is real, do you hear me? The fighting and the dying.
You may be new
Oh
recruits,
my,
but you're
don't
still
do
soldiers.
that. I mean, they're hitting me in the right direction
You
at
got a
least.
bunch of G-
Alright,
Here's what-
we gotta fight these guys.
That's
Okay, stop it. Let me activate.
Oh, trust me, it's not just her arm. Z can actually roll almost anything.
Gonna walk over here? No? That's fine.
Something
I'll come to you.
Decadence? Probably grossed out. He's pretty delicate. For free.
Alright, they're dead.
An intoner with detachable arms. Too
Alright,
much
so now
for
we're
me.
on to a boss fight coming up. So yeah, the weapon swapping is like nice to get because it makes a lot of these fights pretty trivial. And like I said, it allows you to move fast too. If you weapon swap from sword to the spear, or you weapon swap from... Oh, not a boss fight yet. After this chapter. After this segment here, then it's boss. I forgot all about this hated part. But yeah, sword to spear allows you to infinitely dash. So you can dash special. And then chakram to spear allows you to spin the spear around you as if it's the chakram with full damage, rather than the really shitty chakram damage. And you can basically lock yourself up in an animation with the spin to win.
The sunlight reflects off the sand, making it seem even hotter. Perhaps removing your clothes would
Very late
revive
at
the
night or
degree.
early morning for most
Go
people.
on, I don't mind.
Normally I
Just-
wouldn't be very talkative at this point either.
What the hell? Feels like
I'm pretty exhausted
burning up.
myself, but
sunlight
you know,
seems
things are
to have suddenly
going by
grown
pretty
stronger.
alright.
Can't we do anything about it? It's sucking the life out of me.
This is no accident. There's something weird going on here.
But yeah, so I'm
Perhaps our
crossing this
foes are using
desert,
magic to
and
amplify the sun's
there's some
rays.
wizards casting a
Here we go
magical
again
spell
with the magic. Real
that's
fucking
causing the
convenient.
extreme heat to start draining my health at a pretty
I wager there
fast
might
rate.
be a
So
wizard casting
gonna try to cross
spells
this
nearby.
desert quickly.
Hiding like a little bitch, huh? Figures.
I'll tear him a new ass, and then a third.
That's my Z.
It's totally trying to run.
Fathers have conjured up that sunlight. Kill him.
Alright, so we're gonna try to activate a weapon swap here. Your eyes can only perceive 30 FPS at a maximum anyways, so... I mean, technically you watch movies and television in 24, but 30 is the most that your eyes actually perceive. Anything else beyond that just looks a little bit smoother.
We'd better watch
That's it.
out. I see another conjured sun over there.
Oh, that's just wonderful. I think I'm about to go insane.
Alright, so we have to go across the desert, all the way this way, to the
This
next
odious sunlight is something else.
ritual
It's
that's
enough
being
to make
casted.
Even me go limp.
We'd best stay in the shade to preserve our energy.
What's wrong? Shouldn't you be complaining about something?
Too hot, can't talk.
Perhaps a story would help. Let me tell you of the time I was in a brothel with a cactus and 3 lovely vixens.
Stop, making it worse.
A brothel with 3 lovely vixens and a cactus? What the fuck?
Is the sunlight not bothering you, my lady?
It takes more than a little
Limited to
sunlight to hurt
24?
me.
Sure.
Still, please don't overdo it. Best stick to the shade.
Whatever you want, chat.
Stay
You're
in the
always
shade
right.
to recover.
Wow, that lag. Oh, I got hit by a fireball. What the fuck? Why wasn't it target locking? Ugh, I hate wizards so much. Alright, can we get the weapon swap this time? Alright, we got the weapon swap this time. Help us cross the desert a little bit faster.
Piss me off.
It's not like we have a choice. The sun is a disciple killer. They aren't all invincible like you, remember?
Well, it still pisses me off.
Lady Zero, watch where you step.
This is taking forever. How big is this area?
Travel is like sweet love. A terribly long journey for an all too short cloud night.
Quit trying to be deep, Octa. It doesn't suit.
Oh my god, the lag is real. What the fuck? How come it didn't hit? Okay, wizards. Alright, so we're gonna try to do one more weapon swap. Hopefully. To kill the flaming centurion over there. I didn't get it. Alright, so back up it is. So he's gonna charge us here. Oh, we got a
Now we've got a giant flaming
thing, so we'll try it once more.
I don't mind any of those words on their own.
Fine.
Together.
Switch disc weapons here, and we'll just beat on them like this. Kind of try to stay close underneath him so we can keep leveling with our fist. Because he's flaming also, he's doing a lot of damage to us. Just by being near him.
Where's the shrine?
Up ahead, I'd imagine. But let's deal with
He
this
needs to stop
first.
running.
It's growing weaker.
Good. Let's kill it and move on.
Alright, dead.
finally. The Shrine of Sands.
Alright, so on with the boss. Yeah, these voice actors should be pretty familiar. They're really good voice actors. I think they make this game pretty amazing. I think they had a lot of fun doing all of the lines for this game for sure. Just because it's not, like, their dialogue is just not anything they're probably used to. Probably had a lot of fun doing this. But, hi there, Linkamus. Or Linkums, sorry. My bad. It's kind of hard to read chat when you're, like, super tired. Alright, so... now we gotta get past all of these shield guys here.
Enemy sighted! All men, take position!
Sure is dark in here, huh?
Yeah?
If you're scared, we can totally turn back.
Let's try to kill all these soldiers as quickly as we can.
Zero, the black swan of falsehoods!
She'll rue the day she challenged Lady 2!
No! Spinner, get me off the front line!
Hang in there. If we die together. Hold your ground. We're Lady 2's last vanguard. Yeah! It's time to show her our invincible iron fist! We must keep our beloved
By
Lady
the way,
2 safe!
why were you completely out of touch back in the desert? We were about to die of exhaustion out there.
They were using a song to put up some kind of magic wall. I couldn't get in until you beat up the bad guys. But I made sure to do my business before I came for you. And I covered it in sand just like you taught me. That's good, right? That's really good.
Alright, barriers down. Right, boss fight coming up. But hopefully we get some decent cycles.
God damn it. You had to go and summon these gourd things.
But Lady 2 thinks they're much more useful than plain old
We have to break
gourds.
these guys' armor off before they're vulnerable.
Trivia time. Do you know why some gourds are narrow in the middle? So they can rearrange their nutrients halfway down the fruit. It's science! What's up?
Stop pretending you know what you're talking about, idiot.
Idiot? Yeah.
Oh, that was really good.
Well, kind-hearted man's not usually willing to forgive such insults. That was really cool, wasn't it, Lady 2?
An idiot's an idiot. And 2 lost her soul because she believed all the idiot crap you spouted. That makes her the biggest idiot of all.
Enough! Well, stop belittling my lady at once!
Just one left, Zero.
Yeah? Let's finish this.
Don't relax yet, friends. This show is far from over.
Hey, Zero, what's wrong with Two?
She fought her own powers and lost. You
Alright.
need a strong mind to withstand the power of a song. She didn't have it.
She's
Gonna
just
chase
sick,
this
right?
guy a little bit
You
here.
jerk,
Hopefully
huh,
kill him really
family?
quickly.
No. And
Alright, he's
besides,
dead. That's
I'm
good.
trying to kill her.
That was alright. That wasn't the best cycle for that boss, but that was okay. Relatively quickly. Like, the first part was really good. I did skip the cutscene there on that one. I kind of, my bad. Basically, yeah, basically we just killed number 2. It's nothing special about that cutscene. It's just a lot of chit chat. It's actually relatively long, but we're going on to the last chapter now, which is pretty short. So we have a merry band of
Fine.
misfits and rejects,
No.
which I think that's what Zero refers to everybody as at one point.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Mikhail's been evolving slowly.
To conquer the enemy's strong.
Wow, this city's really fancy, huh? Look at all these buildings. They're tall, really tall.
Maybe so, but the city's still dead. And soon it'll be drenched in blood once more.
Lady Zero,
Yeah?
how are things proceeding up there?
You mean besides the 1,000,001 assholes trying to kill us?
Ah, yes. We feel much the same down here on the ground. This is Lady One's personal guard. The fiercer they attack, the closer we must be to our goal.
Good to know.
We got another bit of a flying section to get through. Alright, and then here's number 1. Gabriel again. Surprise, surprise.
1, get over here. Let's settle this.
Settle down.
The section's
Such shouting
really
doesn't
scary
help
though
us.
on New Game.
I can hear you, fine.
But
My fireballs
pretty
don't
easy
really hurt
on New
them.
Game Plus.
Skin's too tough. We're gonna have to hit his weak point. You transformed your dragon into a demon. Where's the disciple you used to summon that thing?
I have no disciple.
What?
Disciples are little more than tragic.
So we activating toner mode there
I have no
because he gets really close to us during the turn, and then we can just
Same old
end the
one,
rest of
same
this
old-
fight here really quickly, which is nice.
Where the hell is one?
That way. Lots of wyverns. Stupid wyverns. Bunch of low-class job-stealing bastards. Look at that.
This wyvern thing of yours is really weird.
A 20 out of 20, that's nice. Section's pretty hard to get perfect sometimes. Just because these enemies come a lot faster in this section than previous
Bunch of
ones.
wyverns trying to kill me. How about you?
Fantastic, thanks! There's blood everywhere!
And Zito's having a lot of fun splashing blood everywhere.
You know what? Good for you.
Zito's having the time of his life, man.
Right.
Psychopath's
We better go by
dream.
foot from here.
In the game, he's actually referred to as a Shota something. Pretty ridiculous. Alright, so that's the first part of the Cathedral City. Dragon lore? What are you talking about, man?
Enemy attack!
There she
Enemy
is!
attack!
We're under
All men,
attack!
take position now!
Stay calm! Give it
Stay
all you've
strong.
got! Don't let him
Zero.
through!
What should I do now?
Ow.
Fence.
Support me from the air.
Move! We got you covered.
Ready?
Here goes.
You see anyone else here who can fly?
Understood.
Yes, I'm
Locate
the
it.
best man.
Let me get the weapon squad. Yeah, we actually got it.
May Lady
Nice.
One inherit the world!
Victory to our leader! Protect our encoder! Protect her until the end!
Yeah, that's right. Just run into me. Alright, that was easy.
Hey, stop mumbling and start fighting!
Oh, Western and Eastern.
Hey, stop mumbling and start fighting! It's kill or be killed here! We'll never give Lady One over to these fiends! Never! Never! Captain, your order! Serious? Do whatever it takes! Just kill her! She must be stopped at all costs! Keep attacking! We outnumber them!
Come on.
Sir, yes, sir! More of them? Remember who
Bring
you
it
fight
on.
for!
I'll tear him limb from limb.
Sounds like trivia time. Did you know limb from limb originally?
Oh my god.
Surprise, surprise. This brings piece of shit.
There we go.
You okay down there?
I'm fine. Go
Make a
take
quick
out that
work
tank.
of this Titan here.
Run! You
Not even give him a
What's
chance
wrong?
to retaliate.
I didn't repeat, Zero. I didn't repeat myself.
You just did, dummy. You just did.
You just did, dummy. You just did, dummy.
Never! We're charging through! What? Our lives are expendable here! Now move!
That's fine. He hit me into the cutscene trigger. Thanks. That was nice of him.
Any who can wield a weapon, follow me! Wait, we can't leave the wounded behind. We can and we will. Now charge!
Make quick work of these golems with the weapon swap.
It really is never gonna end, is it?
Oh, need someone to ease that tension?
You're not helping.
We are floating. That's okay though.
You're not helping, Octa.
Look at these things. Fat, ugly freaks. I wish they'd never been born.
That's a serious wish to make, Dito.
Whatever, Decadus. Sometimes I wish you... Whatever, Decadus. Sometimes I wish you'd never been born either.
Wow, Dito just not holding back, man. Rude, man. Have you been here for some of the potty mouth shit that these characters have been saying? Man, you missed all the sex jokes then, and all the innuendos and all the other funny shit that these guys have been saying.
Zero's actually here? But how? All soldiers,
It seems the
position.
enemy's anxious to go out in a blaze of glory.
Well
we must
then,
become as a shield
let's
for our
not
lady.
disappoint the
It's the
bastards.
only way to...
Contact lost with second unit.
Yeah, the dragons are named after angels. Oh my god, these
Great.
imps.
Another freak of nature.
I really hate them.
Flying beasts. Yes. They say they feast on the livers of humans.
That's quite the habit they've got there.
Once we clear these soldiers out, the cathedral should be close.
Huh? Are you asking for help from little old me? It does make sense to use the best arrow in your quiver. I knew you'd come crawling the dear old scent eventually.
Octa, can I ask you a favor?
Alright, so we're gonna try to get a weapon swap here.
Oh, ignoring me, eh? Oh, ignoring me, eh? Such bashfulness really is unbecoming.
Alright, so we got the weapon swap.
Such a drag.
That's good.
Can we just kill everyone and get the hell out of here already? Is he dead? Hey, is he dead? Oh, look at all the blood! Do me a favor and skip the medics, would you? How is it that I keep ending up fighting these stupid battles again?
Can you just get by here?
It's all for Lady Zero, of course. The simple truth is we're all completely helpless against her charms.
Are we even hurting them? You gotta be kidding.
Done some damage by now, right? We should have known mere humans couldn't combat an intoner. Well, it's made our bed now, so keep fighting. Move! It's time for a full-scale attack.
Alright, so now we get to fight the Cerberus.
Rotten dog. I'll kill you. And then I'll kill you again!
Despite all your antisocial bluster, Dito, I see you're still fighting hard.
Alright, so we're gonna try to weapon swap here.
As long as I'm here.
Alright, we got the weapon swap, and you hit us out of it.
Friendship conquers all.
Yeah, don't put your panties in a bunch about it.
You may laugh at me.
Got it nonetheless, though.
I dream of one day. The bitter truth does not escape me. I know in my heart that I was born for
Alright, so we're done with that. On to the last part of the game. If you're referring to this dialogue for this game being T-rated, you're sadly mistaken. Big fat M written all over it. And you don't need anybody to tell you that Mikhail was a dragon, because, I mean, the game tells you itself. Like, Zero even calls him a dragon. It's like, fucking who stole my dragon? Where the hell is my dragon? Give me back my dragon.
Back then, I didn't know.
Alright, onward. Yeah, no intelligence. That's what a Wyvern is. Or Wyvern. Non-intelligent dragon. Basically a useless pile of shit. As Mikhail would probably say.
Enemy sighted.
We're just gonna try to kill these enemies pretty quickly. At least that's the goal.
No, sir. She appears to be alone. What happened to her friends? Should probably use them up and then kill them. I don't see any disciples. Forward! Forward! Anyone who can fight, get to the front! Defend us! I'm still in this! Me too! This is hell on earth! Don't lose your nerve. We can do this, right?
You can imagine these rooms being pretty painful on New Game.
Come on, we can still do this!
More advantages for New Game Plus.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, these guys are just being brutal right now.
Retreat! What good will running do? Defeat her. Pull it together. We're crying out loud. Mother, help me!
Alright, so there's a couple archers over here to deal with. we're gonna try to activate a weapon swap. Nope. Try that again. I think I activated it a little bit too slow. Alright, there we go. Alright.
So that's the accursed intoner. Stand strong. Kill her. Kill!
I can't do it. That woman is a monster.
Belay that talk.
Wounded! I got wounded here!
There's a man down over here, too! Talk. Sacrifice your own men if needs be! All that matters is Lady One's safety.
Alright, let's kill these guys.
She doesn't seem to be weakened.
Damned intoner!
Get away! Get away from me!
Help! She's breaking through! We're in a formation. No matter what! For Lady One! Enough already! We're wasting good soldiers' lives!
I think we just cleaned house on that one. My dragon now.
If I die here, I regret nothing!
Don't give up!
Lady One must remain safe.
Stop her!
If not,
Stop her
the
now!
whole world is in danger.
All our soldiers, Lady One's in trouble! No retreat! Protect the Keep going! Don't let Zero inside!
Easy. What the heck is a dragon? Wouldn't we all like to know? Alright, so we're gonna be fighting the next last boss now. It's boss got a couple phases here. We gotta fight Gabriel first.
I know how this goes, my sister. Not even you can recover from
Gabriel
a mortal
has two
dragon
different
wound.
phases. This
Then
is
I
the
guess
most
I just
annoying
have to kill
phase.
you first. You and your demon
But
dragon.
second phase is pretty
It
annoying
means
as
she
well.
enhanced her dragon to make it better at fighting. But when you do that,
He can just like stun me real hard and he's super easy for him to kill me.
Why are we fighting?
are you seriously asking me that now?
I mean, it's just kind of sad, you know? It's sad. I feel really bad for Gabriel.
Really? You feel bad for the fucker that's trying to kill you? Damn it. Does anything hurt him?
Alright. First phase is down. Now we get to fight phase 2.
You comprehend nothing. You destroy the peace.
Alright, so let's hopefully get the weapon swap relatively quickly.
You kill your own flesh and blood, and then you think you
Alright,
can
so let's
save
go
the
fight the
world?
leg now.
You done running your mouth yet?
Mikhail, why wasn't it me?
We're gonna grab out of intoner mode here. We're gonna swing over to his head
Had a future.
and spin to win.
You honestly think this will be enough to destroy us?
And that's time. That is the end of any percent. New Game Plus.
Farewell, Gabriel.
I went by pretty well with that last fight there. I was always worried going to that one, but it's all good.
I'm sorry. So this is... Goodbye.
Yeah, it is. Mikhail. It's over. Now I... One. But how?
Brother. I'm One's brother.
Brother? That's impossible.
You wouldn't know. You only had your 5 sisters. But in the same way you created your sisters, your sister One created me. I was a failsafe in case you managed to kill her. I was her final weapon. See the sword? It's made from a dragon's fang. That means it can kill an intoner, right?
I see.
You have no one to blame but yourself, murderer!
I don't blame anyone. I just want to kill the intoners. All of them. You think after all this, I intended to survive? The world doesn't work that way.
You know, now that I think about it, if I didn't play some of those cutscenes, this might actually be a new PB.
At last.
Because I could have probably gone sub 227.
Mikhail. Thank you.
She's dead. Zero is dead. One. Do you hear me? I finished off the intoners. Just like
what
you
does that
said.
have to do with peanut butter? I don't know.
But what should I do now? How am I supposed to live in a world that lacks the intoner's protection?
But yeah, so that was Drakengard 3, also known as the Drakon Dragoon. And I'm pretty happy with that run. You know, I'm like super tired. That could have been a new PB if we didn't watch some of those cutscenes, but figured it was a really nice thing to do and kind of relax while doing the speed run, and I felt really good about doing it. So I guess I'll plug myself, I guess. So if you like watching Nier or Drakengard speedruns or any kind of speedruns in general, definitely follow me. I do stream from time to time. I am an affiliate, so and I work on ARPG Me. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a another marathon, a smaller one in collaboration with NASA Marathon, and it's mostly dedicated to action RPGs, such as most of the games that I play. And it's a super awesome weekend event, and it's done great over the last 2 years. Surprisingly, it keeps growing, it keeps getting better, and always aim to make it as best as possible and jam-pack it as much as possible as well. So we are currently planning the third one that'll be coming in 2019. So if anybody's interested in maybe jumping in and helping out or being part of the team, feel free to hit me up on my Twitter, which is at @mash_mx, and or message me on the Discord in the NASA Marathon channel. But yeah, so if you like seeing this kind of stuff, or you want to see some other interesting stuff I speedrun from time to time, like Oneshambara, which I've done quite a bit for NASA, in showcasing that in the speedrun marathon, and also Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. Two not so well-known games. They don't get seen a lot, but I do enjoy running them from time to time. Someone did bop my runs in general on the Oneshambara leaderboard, so I'm gonna have to be fighting those back at some point. But Drakengard's been really fun to play, and I've been learning some other games along the side, so hopefully we'll have some more stuff. But really do appreciate you guys coming out and watching this pretty spectacular run. We have Rock and Roll Adventures coming up next. I believe that's being set up currently, which is going to be run by Lickums, sorry, and should be pretty interesting. He's also running another game after that, which is, let me check here, also Geist, which is a really awesome GameCube game. I remember spending a lot of time playing that game. So that'll be cool. That's doing New Game Plus. I really wanna, like, I'm super excited about that, actually. So Geist will be really cool to see. And yeah, should be a good time. And then after that, we got Metal Gear Solid, The Twin Snakes, and Grabbed by the Ghoulies, and then we're gonna finish off with some Jet Set Radio Future stuff. So, I mean, we're almost near the end there, but we still got quite a bit to go. And some pretty sexy runs here for a Sunday. I'll have to say Sunday block is pretty lit. Personally, my favorite block so far. Even with the lack of sleep. But, gonna skip through the rest of the credits here. There's one little cutscene left to play. And then we'll be setting up for the next run.
If there are no intoners left to protect the world, then I'll just protect it myself. We'll form a new religion. A religion that worships my sister One. No, I am the true One. From this day forward, all will call me One.
I should have known this branch would also end like this. Seems like we should have taken a different branch somewhere along the way.
Alrighty, guys. Enjoy the upcoming runs, and thanks for watching. We're gonna go to hopefully a short intermission and get the other run going. Thanks for watching. See you in a few.